Hello everyone at Kent Business College and a very warm welcome. Have you ever stopped to think about how marketing went from, let's be honest, a bit of guesswork to a seriously precise science? Well, you are in exactly the right place. Let's get stuck into this explainer on the incredible evolution of marketing technology.
I mean, it sounds almost prehistoric, doesn't it? But seriously, for a lot of us, that was the job. You'd craft this brilliant campaign, send it out into the world, and then, well, you just hope for the best, really. This is such a great place to start, though, because it perfectly sets the stage for the enormous problems that technology was just about to solve.
So, here's the plan for our session. We're going to take a journey right from the analog age all the way through to today's AI revolution. And what's really important to remember is that each of these eras didn't just give us new gadgets. They actually solved fundamental challenges that marketers of the past could only dream of tackling.
Right then, let's kick off with Section 1, Marketing in the Dark. Before the 90s, marketing was, for the most part, a one-way street. We're talking print ads, we're talking TV commercials, direct mail. You were essentially shouting your message from the rooftops, but you could barely hear a whisper coming back.
And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? It perfectly illustrates the core problem. You knew you were throwing darts, you just had absolutely no idea if you were even hitting the board, let alone the bullseye. Measuring your return on investment? Well, that was all based on inference and educated guesses, not on cold, hard data.
Okay, on to Section 2, and you'll see how things start to connect. The 1990s arrived, bringing with it that glorious, unforgettable sound of a dial-up modem. And all of a sudden, we had websites. Okay, maybe they were just digital brochures at first, but we also had the first email blasts. The lights were just beginning to flicker on.
Now check this out. The very first banner ad had a 44% click-through rate. Just let that sink in. Can you even imagine that today? We live in a world of ad saturation and total banner blindness, where, let's face it, we're lucky to get a fraction of a percent. But back then, it was so new, so novel. People just clicked on it to see what would happen. This was that first tiny signal that a two-way conversation with our customers might actually be possible.
So, towards the end of the decade, this brand new concept started to emerge: SEO. It made sense, right? If people were using these new search engines to find things, you had to make sure you were visible. The crucial point here is we weren't just putting information online anymore, we were actively trying to get it found. Or to put it another way, we were learning the fine art of becoming Google's favorite student.
And that brings us very nicely to Section 3, the 2000s. This was the decade that truly, honestly, changed everything. This wasn't just a slow evolution. This was a flat-out revolution. The entire toolkit for marketers was about to get a massive upgrade.
Just have a look at this timeline. You've got AdWords launching in 2000, which let us target people based on what they were actively searching for. Game-changing. Then, boom, the social giants arrive. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, giving us all these new communities to engage with. And right in the middle of it all, Google Analytics lands, giving us the magnifying glass we so desperately needed to finally see who was coming to our websites and what on earth they were doing there. The dartboard was finally lit up.
And you know, with all these new platforms came a totally new language, a new set of buzzwords. Suddenly we're all talking about pay-per-click, only paying when someone actually clicks your ad. Then there's conversion rates. Basically, are people doing the thing you want them to do? And the big one, return on ad spend, or ROAS. This was the ultimate proof that your campaigns were actually making money. For the very first time, marketers could walk into a board meeting with proper data. The age of accountability had begun.
Okay, moving into Section 4. So as our digital world got more and more complex, with all these new channels, a brand new problem popped up. How on earth do we manage all of this without going completely mad? Well, the 2010s had the answer: automation. The absolute mantra of the decade became the right message to the right person at the right time. This was the holy grail for marketers, really, and platforms like HubSpot and Marketo were specifically built to try and achieve it. The goal was no longer just to blast out messages, but to orchestrate a seamless, personalized journey for every single customer.
So how did it actually work? Well, let's look at a really simple workflow. A visitor shows a bit of interest. Maybe they download an ebook. The system sees this and automatically sends a follow-up email. Then, that lead is added to a nurturing sequence, getting more relevant content. And only when they're properly warmed up does the sales team get an alert. It's smart, it's efficient, and it's scalable.
Right, now for Section 5, which brings us right up to the present day. If the 2010s were about orchestrating the journey, the current era is all about intelligence. We are talking about a massive, massive explosion in data, the incredible rise of artificial intelligence, and a brand new and absolutely crucial consideration: privacy.
And when I say explosion, I really mean it. Just look at these numbers. We went from about 150 martech tools back in 2011 to over 14,000 today. It's an unbelievable amount of choice, but it has definitely led to a bit of tool fatigue for marketers who are just trying to keep up with it all.
Now, to manage all the data pouring in from these tools, a whole new category emerged: the Customer Data Platform, or CDP. And here's the crucial thing to remember. A CDP's job is to be the ultimate digital filing cabinet. It grabs every single bit of information from every touchpoint, your website, your app, your emails, and stitches it all together to create one single unified view of the customer.
And of course, we can't talk about today without mentioning generative AI. This little bit of humor pretty much sums it up perfectly, doesn't it? Tools like ChatGPT are completely transforming content creation. They're like having a superpowered assistant who can draft emails, social posts, and blog ideas in seconds. You still have to check his work and maybe add a bit of that British charm.
And look, this isn't science fiction anymore. It's happening right now, all around us. AI's personalizing your Starbucks offers based on your daily routine. It's changing the menu at the McDonald's drive-thru based on whether it's sunny or raining. And it's that chatbot at your car dealership scheduling your test drive at 10 o'clock at night. This is what we mean by hyper-personalization at scale.
So, Section 6. We've traveled through literally decades of innovation. Now it's time to bring it all together and think about what this all means for you right now in your own careers. I absolutely love this analogy because it captures the entire journey so perfectly. We've gone from baking by hand to getting our first shiny electric mixer to now working in a full-on smart kitchen with AI assistants. But the human chef, and that's you, is still in charge of the strategy, the creativity, and the final flavor. You just have all these incredible tools to help you get there. So what's the single biggest takeaway from all of this constant change? Well, it's that change is the only constant. The absolute key to success in martech is to adopt this mindset. Be curious, be agile, and always, always be testing. Never, ever stop learning.
And that brings us to the final and most crucial question I want to leave with you for your discussions. Take a really hard look at the tools and the strategies that you use every single day at your company. Are you still playing darts in the dark? Have you got a trusty electric mixer? Or have you fully embraced the smart kitchen? Your answer is going to reveal exactly where your biggest opportunities are waiting. Thank you.